Welcome to the third and final part of this Telltale Game of Thrones Episode 1 Let's Play series. As you can see right now, we're controlling Garrett and he's on the way to the wall. Right now he's in the King's Road.
7 hours.
And his horse ran away, startled by the sight of, not by the sight, by the sound of screaming man.
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
And this is the first appearance of Ramsay Snow, which FYI in the show, Ramsay tortured Theon,
Not my
and he's also the
unfortunate.
bastard son of
I
Roose
suppose
Bolton.
I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, or with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets. But the
What
flayed
he's
man,
doing right now
the flayed man
is
holds
actually
none.
Pity he didn't
the
know
House
father was the
Bolton
Lord of
tradition of flaying man alive, because
He does now.
his house
How
sigil
much further
is
is
actually
it
the flayed man.
To these
It's a tradition, you
forest
know. They flay their enemies
the
alive,
day, my lord. Two
top
at
and
most.
button.
What was that?
Pretty sadistic, pretty cruel, and
Listen.
that's what makes them who they are, I guess. Sadistic and brutal people.
There.
I kinda
Hear that?
thought Ramsay as a joker, I guess, because he's
I know
really
I heard
unpredictable. He's chaotic, and a lot of times he's shown to be really sadistic.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Bloody hell.
Lord Ethan,
And now we're back
As I
in
was saying,
Ironrat,
You are
controlling
young,
as Ethan again.
and there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise, and courageous in battle.
And what will they call me?
That is for you to define as the new lord. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours.
Again, what
But your father
What's-
did not bear this responsibility.
what's cool is that Telltale
He and
did
every
their
Forester Lord
homework,
before him
because
chose one man who
in
they
the
trusted
show,
above
in the
all others.
series,
The Lord Sentinel.
every scene
Forester
has a
traditions
meaning.
demand that a
Every
new Lord
dialogue,
Sentinel must
you
be
know,
chosen.
every dialogue, every scene, everything that's happening in the show, they all have a meaning. Either they don't have, you know, an ambiguous meaning at a time, it always leads to something.
I've done nothing
Even
wrong. I
that
was only trying to
scene,
survive.
what the Maester said to Ethan, it will lead to something. Every scene also in
Ethan.
this game.
Missed.
whether if it's an underrated scene, every single one of them leads to something. I think that's what's cool. So this decision that I'm gonna do
We all fucking know
up
it!
next is gonna lead to something,
Eric was supposed to be guarding our
and
weapons, but
the
instead we caught him stealing.
NPCs are gonna react with my decision.
2 shields and 3 spears.
You stole from us.
I feared for my life. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right. He speaks true. I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
Mercy, go! Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter.
Then you admit to the crime, in front of all gathered here.
I am only what this house made me. You cannot expect a man to live on loyalty alone.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
The men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the wall.
So now I gotta choose between releasing him, send him to the wall, or cut his 3 fingers.
If you punish me, you'll be
And
punishing an innocent man.
Lord
Injustice,
Gregor,
my lord.
what he did
Please.
to thieves is he cut
My
their
family
fingers.
depends on me.
I,
So in my
House
opinion, it
Forrester,
would be
Lord of Iron Raft,
wiser to just cut his fingers,
price for your crime.
because I'm just following the law.
Help! Please, my lord!
Because even if I cut his fingers, he's still able to help his family. If I release him,
Normally it is the Lord's duty to
then
but
more people
I'm
would
willing
steal.
to carry it out.
I will carry out
And if
the
I send him to the
sentence.
wall, he can't able to help his family. Which I think the best decision is just cut his fingers off, because that's the law. And of course, the northern tradition is that whoever passes the sentence should, carry it on.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course. You can weigh on any lord.
It's a lord's duty, so I did it.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance.
Who do you think I should choose?
There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your Sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I understand. I'll do it now.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
So now I have to decide who should be my next sentinel. Which is, advisor, I guess. Or a person equivalent to the hand of the king in King's Landing. At this point, I actually already made my decision.
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, dealing out a harsh punishment, no matter how warranted. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow. At first light.
But where are you going?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother. I know how to speak to her.
I'm sure you do.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job. He'd be a fine choice. And I'd trust him.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side. Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay.
What's cool is that
Thank you, Uncle.
if you talk to the NPCs, they would be willing to give their advice and their input to you, and give their opinion on which one should serve as a sentinel.
Marjorie's help.
Did she?
I knew we could rely on Mira. She always thinks of family above all else. Hopefully Lady Marjorie's influence will be enough. But right now I'm more concerned about you. I saw what you did to that man. The way you punished him. How could you be so cruel? I'm worried about you.
Do you think it's easy? I'm the third-born son. Father never prepared me for this. I'm doing the best I can.
I know you are, Ethan. I know.
So this is a point in Ethan's life where he slowly become more and more mature a bit, and Talias cannot accept that.
I know, and that wasn't your fault.
I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please.
Who should I name as my sentinel?
It should definitely be Duncan Tuttle. He's dependable and smart, and everyone trusts his judgment. Sir Royland is unpredictable and likely to make matters worse.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you. Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
So choosing between Royland and Duncan, I mean, both candidates are pretty good. I mean, like, they're okay. Royland, or he's more of a hot-headed guy, and he's got the respect of his subordinates, whereas Duncan, I mean, he's a smart person, and I believe he can give smart advice. But what I need right now, as a new lord of the house, what I really need is smart advice.
Before
So
I
that's
name my
why
sentinel, I must
this
tell
moment I'm gonna choose Duncan, because I think that's the wiser decision.
Whoever's not chosen should feel no shame. Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel.
Because
But I
I
have made
think
my
it's
decision.
stupid, you know, if you use force to attack Whitehill or attack the Boltons. Because obviously Forster's army, they're pretty weak right now. They're in a weak state because their armies were devastated,
Duncan Tuttle, you will
massacred
be my sentinel.
at the wedding. So
This
if I
is reckless.
chose
Lord Ethan
to
has
attack
made his
them,
choice.
it would be an
I
idiotic
will not
move.
disappoint you, my lord.
Because at this moment right now, Forster
Now,
got no allies.
Sentinel, what do you
at
have
all.
to report of Ramsay Snow?
So pretty much,
Our
you
scout
know,
says
the
only a
wise
day's
thing
ride
to do
from
is
here.
just
With
negotiate
no time to waste.
with the Whitehill
Who
and the
knows what
Boltons.
he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel. I knew
And
this
now
would
I
happen.
see why I
He
decided
cannot be
not to
trusted.
choose
He's the bloody
Royland.
small council.
Because of his
Lord Ethan
advice.
deserves to hear from all of us.
Enough!
Like,
Would my
his
father have
ideas
stood
are
for this
pretty
kind of
stupid. You
bickering?
know,
Neither will I.
like if you attack them, it was suicide.
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
Mother, what do you recommend we do?
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough!
I don't know what to
My new
choose. I just
sentinel
go
favours a
with
certain
bargaining.
approach, and I agree. I
Ah,
shall use
diplomacy, I
of
meant.
Lord Snow. I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Give us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Sorry about that. Controller
Well
got disconnected.
Let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall, and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
And again, another reason why I didn't choose Royland as my sentinel.
I will meet him in the Great
Because of
Hall.
that.
A wise move, my lord.
It's careless.
I'm like,
Can't you see? Tuck
even
the
if
sneer
this
in your
guy
look?
is
That's
a
enough,
huge
Royland.
dick,
Lord Ethan
I
has
still
given
have
his
to
command.
respect him
How many
and just
years
invite
have I
him to the
served
hall.
this house? I
Can't
cannot
let him
listen to
wait.
that bloody idiot anymore.
You know,
Forgive me,
trying to be
my lord,
honorable.
But you
Oh,
are
for a bit.
not ready to be lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan. I will stand beside you, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
My lord, I have fought for this family for many years. Do not forget that.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me. You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
Yes, I hear what you're saying.
Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father
And
was
at this
furious,
point, I think I
but you
know
were in danger
a kind of
and
decision
there's
that I
nothing
should
else
make,
Asher needed to know.
which is I'm gonna
Asher
ask
does not hesitate.
Uncle
He
Malcolm
acts.
to
We
bring
need
Asher's
that.
home.
You have many fine
Because,
qualities.
you know, from that story,
But you do not
I
have
learned that
anger inside you.
Asher's gonna
It's
help the
something we
family.
could use.
I'm not like that. But I
With
don't need
force,
to be, do I?
obviously.
No, but you need someone who is standing beside you. I'm trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
And obviously, I chose X. Send Malcolm to
Thank you,
Essos.
Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this.
And this is
Know
obviously
that
a
you never stand
no-brainer.
alone.
We
You are a
know
forester.
who is
Mira
in
stands with us,
Essos,
and she may
which
be able
is
to help us
Daenerys Targaryen. And obviously, this is obviously that in the next couple of episodes we will see Daenerys.
Marjorie? Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you'd want to know. Thank you. Mira, look. The other day when you asked Lady Marjorie for help, I only spoke out of fear for her. I want to help you if there's anything I can do. Your poor family. I can't imagine how you must feel.
You're sweet to offer, Sarah. Thank you.
Lady Marjorie is always saying how important friends and allies are in King's Landing. Just know, I will be here for you if you ever... My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
Are you all right, my lady?
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily
Well,
swayed.
that end well.
And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
I'm so sorry, my lady. I should never have asked you for the king's help.
Understand, it was my mother's plan, not mine. I just hope you can find some way to forgive me.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
Milady. Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
How long have you been waiting there?
Not long. I was just passing by when I saw you emerge from Lady Marjorie's room. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
For some odd reason, I feel there's nothing wrong with him. And he's telling the truth, I guess. Like, there's no harm in talking with the gold boy.
Where's Sir Royland? He should be here. The man values pride more than honor. We'll do without him. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men stand ready to act if needed.
I hope so.
You made the right decision, my lord.
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber? Not the place I'd want to be if there was a fire.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son of Roose Bolton. Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of
Thank
the
you,
Warden of the...
That's enough. Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
Lord Ramsay, welcome to Ironrath.
Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young. This. Look at you.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Iron.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it.
Your father will appreciate it, I hope. Our ironwood is highly sought after.
So basically,
My father is not
what the
so
Foresters
easily impressed.
gangs trying to do is just trying to please Ramsay,
Not
you know,
bad. Lord Whitehill.
trying to
you
make
all
him
lot
feel
to do
alright
this.
by
Given enough
giving
time, we could learn.
Given
a
enough
gift,
time, you could
like
do a great many things.
small token gift,
But not
Ironwood
this.
shield to be exact.
Look at that. More Foresters.
Lord Ramsay,
Come out where I can see you.
We really must focus on the business at hand.
Lord Ramsay, I understand you've come here for assurance of our fealty.
Fuck fealty. We came here for justice.
We'll get to your justice. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal.
Now
My
where
Ha!
hard decision
That wasn't so hard
starts.
now, was it?
It's very hard to do that,
Here's
but
the thing.
I think
I don't
kneeling
care
is the right decision because I have to do
Crown,
whatever
however,
it takes for
wants
the safety and security of the
Where have you
family.
been supplying the
We're trying
stars of
to
centuries?
sacrifice, you know,
Ships,
a bit of honor.
chamber pots.
But even then, it
I
didn't
expect
matter
you'll do the
at
same
all.
for us.
Which just sucks.
My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
No, Lord Ramsay.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust her, Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester Squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One bolt.
Because pretty much you can't do anything
Yet your man
in the scene.
lived.
He was
can't
within
do
his
much.
right. They killed his family.
His right. He killed a loyal soldier in my father's army. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What?
What? The Ironwood? But
That is our livelihood.
Then you'd better well find another fucking job.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
We have loyal craftsmen who make the finest weapons.
Well, this is
The
an important
Whitehills are no
dialogue
such
choice.
craftsmen.
But
Do you want
pretty
Ironwood
much
for the next
this one is a
5
good
years,
argument
or the next
for it.
50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
at Ironrath, that we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me. You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Oh,
Griff.
crap.
We'll lead the garrison.
You have no right. Whitehills have no place here.
Lads,
And of
You
course,
make
this is where the bad things start.
Please, Duncan.
Like, series and series of bad things start. From this
look
exact
at
moment.
This little Forrester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
Yeah, this is a nice
Enough
nifty
nonsense.
reference.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
So this is, I'm trying to prove point that
Do you like
even
Hannah?
though
Let her go.
I made Ethan bend the knee to
She's quite
Ramsay,
pretty. Your sister.
there are some things that I can't take, which is, you know, trying to grab family.
I suppose
Talia in this case, which is why I grabbed her.
Aren't you the bold lord?
What have you done?
But I don't want a bold lord.
And that just happened.
Far too much trouble.
The first time I played this, like the first time I played this episode, when I made it to this part, I was shocked, like absolutely shocked like crazy, like what the hell. And then I realized that I'm playing a game based on Game of Thrones.
Take the boy as your ward.
Just, you know, like
Thank you for any trouble.
main characters are basically
Lovely.
die pretty easily.
We'll have to do it again
I
sometime.
mean, the good guys are
Somebody
dead,
help him. Fetch the
like
mason
Ned Stark, for
quickly.
example, and Robb Stark. And this game is no exception.
Let it go!
Let it go!
Stop that! Please, Ryan,
Stop it!
remember Ryan! Do something!
Ethan? My son.
Ethan
So
sacrificed
that marks
himself
the end
for
of the
us
episode,
all.
really.
He saved Talia's life.
I think it's
He'll be
actually pretty
remembered
good
as Ethan
and
the
establish some,
This
you
house
know,
needs a leader. Lord Ethan
establish a
named
really
me.
good characters,
I will
introduce
lead this house.
My sister
good
asked
plot,
you to swear loyalty to her son,
and sets
and
the
you
tone
flat out
to the rest of the
Can't
story.
let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?